What's up, everybody? Happy Sunday. We are back. Another episode, Saints and Sinners, season 5, episode 3, Lord of the Harvest. Listen, listen. Every episode of this show, Saints and Sinners is just that show. It's the shit. Saints and Sinners is really for the culture. I'm just gonna put it out there. It's for the culture. If people are not watching Saints and Sinners, you are really missing out on some good ass TV, on some good drama. Cause this show never disappoints me. Ever. And I've been watching this shit for 5 years. 5 years strong. Seasons one through now, through current season. I have never been disappointed by one episode. Not a one. Every episode is so crazy. It's crazier than the last. Every season is crazier than the last. The messiness, the drama, it's just the right amount of messy and drama. I love it. But getting into this episode, woo, the mess, the mess, the mess, the mess, the drama. Um, First of all, Tam is pissing me off. Tim is pissing me off because listen, I don't know how you could be that delusional. I get it. I mean, she's grieving, she's angry, she's hurt. She got all these different emotions going on right about now. I get it. Like that woman been through a lot too. You know what I'm saying? Like everything Christy and Leona put her through. Like I totally get it. You know what I mean? Her head is just not right. But she's still pissing me off because you should know Miles better than this. Come on now. I mean, granted, Miles is a liar. He's a lot of things. A cheat. You can call him a lie, a cheat, whatever you want to call him. But a murder. If I were new in Cyprus, like if I just moved to Cyprus and I met Miles for the first time, I could look at that man and tell you he ain't no killer. He ain't no killer. And don't get me wrong, sometimes you can't put things past people. You can't underestimate people because you never know what somebody capable of. And I totally get it. But Miles ain't no damn killer. That man is a pussycat. He ain't no killer. I'm just saying. And this is a man that she was married to for a good chunk of some years. You know what I'm saying? Like you were married to this man. You really believe he capable of murdering somebody. You really think that about him. Come on now. And she's sitting there gonna tell Stacia, oh, Malik was the only man that was ever honest with me or whatever the case. That I'm like, what? There was plenty Malik never told her. There's a lot Malik was dishonest about. Paige being one of them. He never told you about that, boo. How was he ever honest with you? Please, he wasn't honest with you about nothing. Did he tell you that the baby that Stacia's carrying is really his? Because he knew about that. But he didn't call you on the telephone and tell you that, did he? No. And that was the same night his ass died too. But he still had time to call Tim and tell her. But he didn't. Like Tim is just stone cold delusional. And Stacia was being messy as shit too. But you know what? I'm not even mad at Stacia for being messy. I'm not mad at her because Tim needed to know. And I feel like Miles just kept dragging his feet, and even Josie was pissed off because he kept dragging his feet about telling Tim about the two of them. He just kept dragging it out. So I'm glad Stacia finally said, you know what? He had an alibi that night. And she was like, oh, well, what alibi and this, that, and the third. She was like, no, ask him about it. She said, better yet, ask him and ask Josie about it. I said, ooh. I'm not mad at Stacia because that's some messy shit that I would have did because it's like at the end of the day, bitch, you need to know. Like you need to know the full scope. You need to know the whole tea, the full scoop. You need to know everything. I ain't about to sugarcoat shit. I ain't about to beat around the bush. Let me tell you something. I'm that type of person. I don't beat around the bush with nobody. I've always been very outspoken in my life, and people hate that. Could be a blessing and a curse. But anybody that know me know. I listen. I'm not gonna say some shit to be messy. I'm just a lay it all on the table kind of person. Let the chips fall where they may. That's just how I am. I ain't about to beat around the bush about shit. I ain't got no good bedside manner. I'm just gonna tell you shoot straight from the hip. I ain't about to sugarcoat a damn thing. So I can't even be mad at Stacia for that. Cause Tim needed to wake up. Like, sweetheart, your ex didn't do this. Wake the hell up. He didn't do it. Stop believing everything. And I do agree with Stacia. Not everything is what it seems. And it sure wasn't. First of all, I want to know about this little bail situation with Miles because she said his bail was 50K. 50,000 for murder. 50,000. Usually, when people are getting bail for murder, they bail be like a mil, 2 mil sometime. But you know what? His bail was probably so low. Well, I mean, it's still a good amount. 50K is still expensive, but I think his bail was low for a murder because mainly, like I don't believe Miles has any priors. He's never been arrested for anything, so I'm pretty sure the judge took that into an account. Two, he did have Pastor Green in the church, speak on his behalf and stuff, so I'm pretty sure that weighed with the judge's decision to make his bail so, a reduced bail. Um, and I want to know how the hell the bank froze his accounts. Like, because they talking about they froze the account and there was a lien put against him. I'm like, what lien? Because they didn't really go into detail about what the lien was for. Because the bank wouldn't tell Josie anything for obvious reasons. I mean, it is his account, so they can't really tell her what the lien was for. So hopefully we find out what that lien is for. Cause I'm like, who put a lien on his shit? He owed somebody money? He owed the government money or something? Who put a lien on him? Um, and he had such a defeatist attitude too when he found out about all that. Like he just was talking so defeated. I'm like, Miles, when you are in jail, you need to be as strong and as tough as you possibly can be up in that bitch. You cannot be talking all defeatist with your head down, and you can't do that. You got to be strong up in there. You got to be tough. You got to think positive, cause you didn't kill that man. I understand, even if you feel defeated, don't show it. You know what I'm saying? Do not show it, especially in that jail, because you got some roughneck motherfuckers up in there that will try you. If they see any type of weakness up in you, they will try you. You got to be up in there hard body. Hey, you got to be up in there mean mugging. You got to be looking like Vin Rames up in that bitch. You can't be up in there. I'm gonna go sit in the corner. No, no. They will beat your ass up in there. You looking like that? You better get it together. Absolutely not. And I felt bad for Josie because Josie had to do some shit. Like I felt bad for her. She had to put on her little freakum outfit. She had to go see Rex, and she had to borrow 50,000 from Rex, and she had to put up her bar to do it as collateral. I said, "Damn, Josie." And don't get me wrong, I'm still mad at Josie for fucking with him because that's breaking, the friend code right there. Like you don't mess with your friend's ex. Like that's just the hell to the no to me. That's a double negative. And my whole thing is, if he could do it to her, what makes you think he won't do it to you one day? To me, a cheat is a cheat. If he could cheat one or two times, he gonna keep doing it no matter who he with. But I just don't like the fact that she fucking her friend ex. I don't like that. But a part of me do like Josie though. I just don't like what she doing because that's a little fucked up. But I digress. But yeah, I felt bad when she had to go to Rex borrowing money from him. And you could tell she kind of felt sick about it. Like you could see it on her face. Like she didn't want to do that shit. Rex of all people. And the nerve of it all, because mind you, Rex told Ella that he was the one who killed Malik and put the body in the pool. So I don't know if Rex was serious in saying that he really did it or he was just bullshitting. But if he did do it, I'm like the irony of it. Like you're giving this girl 50,000 to bail out the man that you're framing for the murder that you claim you committed. That's fucked up. That is some fuck shit. I was like, Rex, go on somewhere. Um, so she finally bailed him out and whatnot, and they went back to her place or his place or whatever, and they got it in. And Tim had keys to the goddamn apartment. I said, no, Tim. I said, don't go in there. And Tim done went in the damn apartment and saw them fucking. I said, oh my lord. And you could see it on Tim's face. She was hurt. You could see hurt and anger all up in her face. Cause I seen it. Like she was ready to cry, and then you could see her face ball up like she was ready to slap the shit out of both of them. It was just all different types of emotions coming through her. So I was like, damn, Tim. Um, but like I said, even though they're divorced, I can understand her anger because I would have been too. Because like, no, that's still her ex, and you're supposed to be her friend. So no. But you could tell Josie was getting annoyed with Miles, and when she bailed him out, she was getting annoyed because he's sitting there talking about, oh, does Tam know that you picking me up from jail? Does he? Miles, Miles, why do you keep worrying about Tam's feelings? She clearly don't give a damn about you, or she even sent the DNA off that got your ass in this mess. Like, what are you worried about her feelings for? I mean, I get it. You know, he still care about her and stuff like that. I get it. You know what I mean? I get it. But you are in a dire situation right now. You can't keep worrying about Tam and her feelings. You need to still move on with your life. And that's what Josie wanted him to do. Like, cause she not about to be nobody little kept secret. You know, like Josie was like, nah, babe, we gotta tell her now, cause I ain't about to be up in the closet nowhere. Nope, we about to come up out this and let her know what's going down, what's going on. So anyway, moving on from that, Tim, she was fucked up because she dry snitched on Stacia to Daddy Victor. She done told Daddy Victor how Stacia was working for she was representing Miles. And you know Victor wasn't about to let that slide. As soon as Stacia came up in that office, he had his big security guard with her box of belongings all up in his hand. He was like, yeah, your ass is fired. You about to get the fucking one up out of here. I could kind of understand where Victor coming from because honestly, it is a conflict of interest. And Stacia sitting there talking about, oh, she was only giving Miles advice, legal advice. You did way more than get that man legal advice. You went to the courts and got him bail. That's what an attorney does for their client. So that's way beyond legal advice. Um, Furthermore, when you work for a corporation, I don't think that you could represent outside clients. I believe once you work for a company and you have a contract with said company, you are exclusive to the company. You can't represent anybody else, like any individuals and stuff like private law and all that. You can't do that. So it was a major conflict of interest anyway, because she did represent Upsurge, she did represent Malik, the man who was killed, and now you're representing the man who is accused of killing him. That's a huge conflict. So I can understand why Victor said, nah, you fired, you out. And then he was threatening to go to the board. Um, he was threatening to go to the board about that shit. So he trying to get her to lose her career now, her license. I was like, damn, Victor, you ain't gotta go that hard. Like, I kind of felt bad for Stacia ass. So anyway, moving on from that. Um, Ella and Tim really just don't see that they are pawns. Victor is playing them. They are just pawns on a chessboard. That's all they are. They are chess pieces, and he just moving them around the chessboard. That's all Victor doing. You can see it. That's all that man is doing. But on the flip side, though, I could understand why Ella, she wants to be the CEO of Upsurge. I could see why she would take the position because being mayor is cool, but we all know Ella's not going any further than being the mayor. She's never going to be a senator. She's damn sure never going to be a governor because during her tenure as mayor, everything has been scandal with her. She's been in quite a few scandals being the mayor. And she almost got recalled as mayor at one point. So there's no way she's going further than what she was. And I think being CEO would be better financially for her anyway because CEOs make more money. Plus the big bonuses, profit sharing, stock options, all that shit. So she's gonna be making money hand over fist. Um, so it could be good for her. It could be in the long run, provided she don't fuck it up. But it could be. But her first task as soon to be CEO, she had to deal with Rex and his bullshit. Cause he done got the damn truck drivers, the union or whatever, and they done been on strike or whatever the hell they were doing. Basically, their asses wasn't coming to work. So she had to fix that mess. I like the way Ella handled it though. I like the way Ella handled that situation with Rex because she got evidence, she got video that he was basically behind the casino robbery. She could have turned that shit into the police and got his ass locked the fuck up. Or she could have blackmailed him with it. She did another approach. And I think her approach was smart. And to an extent, it was smart. Because she went to him, and instead of blackmailing him, going tit for tat with him like they've been doing, hurting each other, she said, no, I'm gonna hit him where it hurt. I know a way to get to him, his feelings for her. And that's what she does. She's like kryptonite to that man. Her coochie is straight up kryptonite. um and Rex is her weakness too. They both are each other's weakness. As much as they try to destroy each other at times, they both are, each other's weak spots. And she went to him and basically handed him the junk drive, the video, and he was like, okay, what you want in return for? She's like, I don't want nothing but freedom, basically. Like, she wants this war between them to finally be over. And she wanted to move on with her life. She played it perfectly, honestly, and that's how I really feel like it was. I don't. A part of me thinks she was being a little sincere, but Ella, yeah, she always got something at play, and I think she was putting on a show to get what she wanted because she knew how affectionate, you know, Rex is when it comes to her. A lot of times he tried to act tough with her and like, he gonna destroy her or whatever, but he care about her and it showed he still care about her. And when she said, oh, if you ever cared about me, then you'll let me go. And you can see how conflicted he was with that, like how hurt he was with that. And Rex was like, nah, you know, Rex loves having Ella in his orbit, whether they're enemies, frenemies, lovers. He likes having her around. He's never gonna get rid of Ella. He could threaten her all he want, blackmail her all he want. He always gonna want her in his orbit. That's just what he want. It was funny as shit though when Rex confronted Victor and basically was like, oh, you got Ella wrapped around your finger and stuff like that. And Victor was holding his own with Rex. He was like, well, shit, she been around weak men all her life. He called Rex, oh my God, Daddy Victor. He went the fuck off on Rex. That fool called Rex a street rat. And Rex was like, shit, I like rats. Yo, the two of them going back and forth is hilarious. He told Rex, he was like, shit, if I was you, he said, I'd stay away from Ella and focus on that little barbershop of yours. He said, because the way it's looking over there, he said, business look a little slow over there. Daddy Victor don't be playing. He be going the fuck off. And come to find out, Rex done got that ass back because they were supposed to get the men back to work and getting the trucks going and stuff. And they can't do the deliveries that night because Rex done took a razor, like one of them little shaving razors they use in the barbershop. He done took that shit and hit all the tires on everybody's truck. I was like, damn, Rex. Rex don't be playing. Like, this little war between Victor and Rex is very intriguing. Like, this shit is interesting as shit. So anyway, moving on from that. Um Fucking Angela. Before I even get to Angela, they got to figure out this whole. They trying to figure out this whole Jordan situation. The not Jordan. What's her name? Joy, the reporter that got killed last episode. That shit was not no accident. They try to rule that shit an accidental death or some shit. And Jabari was like, that shit wasn't no accident because it wasn't. He thinks Ella had something to do with that because of the way that Joy was going hard at Ella. I don't think Ella did it. I don't think Ella had anything to do with that. If anything, I think probably Victor had something to do with that. I can understand why Jabari would think Ella did it because trust, Ella is not above killing somebody. Like, she'll do what got to be done. She don't give a damn. But I think Victor probably had something to do with that shit. And I like the way Jabari handled the staff, huddled them up and basically told them like if y'all need a couple of days off, a couple of days just to, get y'all mind right after all this, I understand. He was like, but I still want y'all to, have that same go-getter attitude that Joy had and stuff. If y'all feel like a story is worth looking into, I want y'all to go do it. I like the way he handled that staff meeting. That was very CEO like. I like the way he did that. Angela is just ooh, Angela. Angela is so damn scandalous. Like, she's a character I love to hate. Like, she just ain't got no shame about her shit. No shame. Like, she has no remorse at all about what she be doing. Like just none. She be looking like with a straight face, smiling and no remorse. Like she all up in that man kitchen, cooking with his daughter, making food and all that with his daughter, knowing damn well she hiding her mother from her and his wife. You know what I mean? Like just keeping all this shit a secret and no shame about it, no regret, no remorse, not an ounce of it. Like Angela is just oof, just the gutter. And now Jabari sitting there talking about, oh, he loved her and all this, that, and the third. I'm like, Jabari, wake up and smell the Folgers, sir. She is playing you. And Jabari, that's the thing. Like, Jabari know Angela's background. Like, he knows she's scandalous. He know that shit. And you still getting with her? And you know her history of being scandalous? Come on now. Like she tried to blackmail. Remember him and Christy was doing that whole medication ring or whatever the fuck they were doing, and the first season with the clinic and stuff. And Angela blackmailed Christy into getting a piece of the pie on that, and he know about that. You know what I mean? It's like, come on, you know that woman is all out for herself. I don't get why he not seeing it. Um. So anyway, I was like, damn, when Paige woke up in that room and Paige got up out of there. I said, damn, Paige. I knew she wasn't gonna get out at that moment. I said, nah, that's too easy. Um, but this fool sitting here doing all this craziness, this Dr. Ross. Dr. Ross is evil as shit. That man looks scary. Like, just nuts. I was so glad when Christy saw that it was Paige and she shut that shit down. Christy grabbed that razor from that man, kicked that cart and knocked that nurse down, and kicked Dr. Ross in his little nuts. I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Then Dr. Ross started choking Christy, and Paige got up and stabbed that man in the back. I said, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. Finally, Paige is out this bitch. I said, it's about time. Oh my God. Um, And then, Christy went to the jail and stuff talking with the cop. And mind you, the cop she was talking to is the same cop that's working with Rex and this organ donor shit. That organ donor, that black market shit that they doing, organ harvesting and all that. Mind you, Rex is, he provides the trucks and the truck drivers and stuff for the organs and all that to do the deliveries and stuff for the organs. Rex don't even know what the fuck they're doing. Rex don't even know nothing about this. He knows absolutely nothing about the organ harvesting and all that. He just supplying the trucks and the drivers. Cause Rex asked the cop. He said, "Well, what's the product?" And the guy was like, "Oh, y'all, you basically telling him he don't need to know about all that." I said, "Rex, how do you get in business with these people doing deliveries and you don't ask no questions about what it is your truck drivers are delivering?" Rex don't care as long as he get paid. But I'm like, you stupid, because you getting yourself mixed in as an accessory to a major crime that can put your ass in prison for the rest of your damn life if you get pulled up in this. Like if your name get put in it, you going to jail. And judging by scenes from next week, it looked like Kendrick dumbass about to be going back to jail. I was like, damn, Rex, you don't ever ask questions? I guess, money talks, I guess. Cause that cop, soon as Christy got done talking to him, his face changed real quick. And he had to call Rex like, yeah, we got a problem. Because he know if Dr. Ross go to prison, their whole money maker with his organ business, that shit is, they gonna lose a fortune. That business gonna be probably shut down or they just gonna lose money. A lot of it. Um, I was so happy though when Paige got home and she knocked on that door and Jabari opened up that door and he was so shocked when he saw her. I can't wait for next week because shit is gonna hit the fan when Paige come for Angela. I cannot wait. Like this episode gave me life. This whole episode was fucking amazing from top to bottom as usual. Um Hit the comment section. Let me know what y'all thought about this episode. I'll see y'all all later. I hope y'all all have a great night. See you all later. Peace.